West Indies Cricket, Caribbean Cricket Podcast. West Indies Cricket, Caribbean Cricket Podcast.
West Indies trail by 27 runs. We're 5 overs into our second innings, 16 without loss. Kavem Hodges had to open because Brandon King got some kind of back spasms. Obeyed into... Oh, nearly gets that one to in duck on him. Keeps a tad low. Hodge defends that on his stumps. No run. So, yeah, Hodges had to open. He's on 7. Chanderpaul is on 9. King cannot play. Well, first and foremost, we don't know if King can bat. I'd imagine they won't want him to bat until tomorrow, regardless of however many wickets fall today. But King can't bat until he's served his time that he was off the pitch. But I wouldn't why would you send him today? If he's got back spasm, then just keep him off the pitch. That one's onto his pads and Hodge tucks it round the corner for one. Yeah, you might as well keep him for tomorrow. Right, what do I need to do here? Let me go find the scores. Let me update the scores here. So West Indies 17 without loss. Actually, they trail by 26 runs. Let's leave it like that for now. Until such a point that they start to set a lead, we'll leave the fact that they're still trailing. Spinners yet to come on. So this is the 6th over. Pakistan have not turned to spinners as yet. Obeyed into Chanderpaul, squares him up, squeezes out to point, no run. Raihan says Pakistan played well today. Did they? They lost their 8 wickets today for 121 runs. There is no way Pakistan came out today only wanting a lead of 43 runs. No way. I mean, it helped that West Indies were far more disciplined with the ball today. Everyone, relatively speaking, kept it tight, which allowed Warwick ultimately to get into his work. Obeyed into Chanderpaul. Full and straight. Chanderpaul digs it out, no run. Convent says Pakistan threw it away. We don't know if they've thrown it away per se until we see how West Indies bat. We don't know for certain if Pakistan have thrown it away, but they certainly should have got more than 43 runs lead. Final ball of Obeid's 3rd over, the 6th over of the innings, into Chanderpaul. And Chanderpaul in his ungainly way defends that high on his haunches, no run. End of the over. West Indies 17 without loss. Abdullah Shafiq, what did he make in end? 160 not out. Patience. Abdullah Shafiq's innings showed me that there's still runs to be made on this track. If you're disciplined, wait for the bad balls and put them away, you'll make runs on this track. It's not like it's still not like a raging Turner. Obviously, Sadiq and Ali Usman, I said it like that, will be far more accurate and disciplined than our bowlers, but still, it's not a raging Turner. You might get the odd one. You might still get the odd one, which you can do nothing about per se, but it's not Multan. Mohammed Ali continues, 7th over of the innings so far. Straight defended by Hodge, no run. Yeah, big up Warwican. I got a message sent to me saying that Vital Laws and Gudakesh Multi would have done the same thing as Warwican. I'm not completely certain, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't praise Warwican. Ultimately, Warwican's still in the team for the next year. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a big believer in you can only beat or do you can only perform in what's in front of you, right? Warwican, did he do his job? Yes, he did. He took 6 for 112. What more do we want the man to do? Hodge on the drive through the covers, glorious for 4 runs. West Indies with 21 without loss. Yeah, so yes, there may have been other spinners that could have done what Warwick could have done, potentially, possibly, we don't know. But at the end of the day, he did his job, and we just have to we have to credit it, surely. Brandon says, do you know if King will be back for his innings? It depends. It depends how much it depends where the pain is shooting. Because sometimes you can have back spasms and it just means you're walking a bit stiff, and then it eases over time, obviously, with meds and whatnot. But it depends if the back spasms are giving him it depends if the back spasms are giving him batty pain. Because if the back spasms are giving him batty pain, then he's gonna have to sleep on like hard board to try and get over that. Joel Bailey, who's in the ground and would know, says King will not be available for the rest of the day. Yeah, that's what I would assume. Even if he was, I wouldn't make him bat today. You've got to give him he's got to have overnight. He's got to bat as late as possible. So everyone should move up one, even Chase. King, regardless of the match situation and whatever, King should bat 7 in this innings. Regardless, he's got to be given as much time as possible to recover from his batty pain. Defended, no run by Chanderpaul. Sorry, people, I'm just updating the score here. Dr. TC is in the chat, so she might be able to give a prognosis on back spasms. So usually when you have back spasms, it stiffens up your batty and you just start walking mad stiff. So it's not even like, sometimes rest don't even cure back spasms. Yes, we've seen Sammy's cast on his left wrist. Who know who he gripped up and mashed up to get that. Arav says Pakistan cannot chase more than 250 if Chase can bowl. Well, I don't think Chase can bowl. Ali into Chanderpaul, full. That should be 4. Yep. Meets it with the full face of the bat straight down the ground, all along the carpet for 4. Chanderpaul moves to 13. Hodges on 13. West Indies 26 without loss. K Singh says, why are the crowds down? It's a Tuesday. People have to work. Dr. TC says physiotherapy. Dr. TC says physiotherapy should sort out King's batty pain. Surprised Pakistan haven't bought on the spinners already, to be honest. Feels like they're giving us some free runs here. Atarav says 250 to 280 is a safe total. You reckon? I mean, Pakistan do have to bat last, but it's not like the pitch is, it's not completely fried up demons. Obeyed to continue. Wild down the leg side and touch around the corner for 1. I hear that people have to work, but back in the day, the crowds were massive West Indies. Yeah, because we were winning. So it's a combination of people have to work and we don't win enough. So you're going to ask people, to take a day off work for a team that doesn't win that often. It's just not happening. But your point is valid, but it's just not happening as well. Defended by Chanderpaul, no run. TC said, didn't you have sciatica? I've had sciatica bare times. That's how I know. That's how I know that King is feeling it bad right now. When you get that sciatic batty pain, it's no joke, you know. One time I got sciatica by just stepping out the bed. Just stepped out one leg, and that was it. I was down and out. So I don't even know if King can bat. You have some serious. Someone's gonna have to bend up his whole body in an S shape to fix him. Ubaid into Chanderpaul, full. Fielded at mid on, no run. Sunday was busy. There was about the lower tier and top tier was full on Sunday. The thing is, Casing, you're expecting the whole ground to be full. Apart from England, name and maybe Australia for an Ashes / versus India. Name another country which falls an entire cricket ground. It doesn't happen. So I get it. Don't get me wrong. We can be critical of there not being a full ground in Trinidad, but it don't happen anywhere. So for Test cricket, that is obviously for other formats, we can have a different conversation. Michael Jordan says Pakistan will look to draw if we make anything around 250. Really? Why would they look to draw? They'd have more than enough time to get that 250. Machel says the last test match and the previous first-class match at this venue, the pitch remained decent to bat on. Once the spinners are not bowling, yeah. I'm still like, how many overs have we had? I think we've nearly had 10 overs. No, this is 8. Bouncer over the head of Rizwan. He just parries it over the crossbar for 4. That's 4 buys. That's wild from Ubaid. I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. 4 bonus runs. West Indies 32 without loss. Gaurav Sharma says, I'm from India. Big ups to you. IPL or PSL? Neither. Ubaid into Chanderpaul. Chanderpaul on the back foot, punches through cover. So race here, and he'll get 4. West Indies move to 36 without loss. West Indies have nearly got rid of the deficit already. 36 without loss. Jacob says, Warwick bowled well and yes, did his job, but the Pakistan spinners looked 10 times more threatening and turned it way more than West Indian spinners. Yeah, so what do you want us to do about that information? He still took his 6 for 112. Like, there's no caveat here about but XYZ did X. Did Warwick do his job? Yes. End of conversation. Rod says, did Sammy bad up Tage since the first test? He's scoring more quickly now. It may just be that the pitch has got better to bat on as well. Tage, to be fair, when Tage got out for 15, he was looking relatively fluent in that first innings. Could just be that the pitch has got truer to bat on, minus the spinners, obviously. BT says that Django is elite against spin. Well, we'll see. Right, so we've had 8 overs. runs off the 8 overs, going at 4.2 or something like that. West Indies 36 out loss. It has to be a spinner now. Yeah, here we go. So Usman comes into the attack. 8 overs of pace just getting taken there. And Pakistan now turn to spin. So this is when the game really begins, really and truly. Mohammed says, this pitch will allow, I presume, Pakistan to chase 300 plus. What is your thought? I think there's runs in this pitch. Backwards, back and punches to, what's that, a short, like a silly mid-on. Or silly mid-off, sorry. Back, slaps it through mid-wicket for 4. Was onto that one quickly, 4 more runs. That was short by Usman and got the treatment. Yeah, that's a good point from Joel Bailey here. Everyone forgets with the West Indian crowds as well that back in the day, to watch the cricket, you had to go to the game. That's why radio was king and probably still is king in the Caribbean. That was the primary way to listen to the cricket in other than going to the game itself. And then you add in a team that doesn't win. Come on, man. Usman into Hodge, forward, defends, no run. The problem here is obviously spin is a different test and equation here to answer. Back, defends. It's a different equation to answer, but by bowling those 8 overs of pace, did Pakistan allow Chanderpaul and Hodge to unnecessarily get their eye in? The scores reached to the deficit was 43. The deficit's nearly gone. We're only 8 overs into the reply. Anyways, let's not talk too quickly. That one's turned, but there's a man there covering that fine. Our West Indies going to qualify for the 2027 World Cup. Go watch our video. Santoki and I dropped one. Defends, no run. Is that the end of the over? Yeah, end of the over. 4 off it. West Indies 40 without loss. Yeah, Santoki and I just recorded a video, so go watch that. Our next assignment after TPL is a tour of India. I think we've got 3 ODIs and 3 T20s. Rayhan says, what is the temperature of the West Indies right now? Someone answer this. Fireball or someone, or Joe Bob or someone can answer this. Those who are in the Caribbean can answer this question for you. Oh, not the last part. Your money, is it only through YouTube or do you do any other job? I am / was a teacher. So I do an assortment of different things. I work in football, work in cricket, teach some kids, work in schools. I do a bit of everything. Anyways, Sajid around the wicket to Chanderpaul, pins him. That's out. That's out. Yeah, that's out. Chanderpaul's going to review that, but that looks plumb to me. The only way that can't be out is if it's going above the stumps, but that looks plumb to me. By the way, if you're in a watch-along, the way a watch-along works is not to give away to everybody what's already happened, because obviously some of you will be ahead of the stream that I'm watching on. So bear that in mind. That's why sometimes I don't even look at your comments. I just hide them because I know some people will just be trying to give it away. Yeah, that's plum. I don't even know what Chanderpaul's reviewing for. Unless he's got an inside edge, that's plum as anything. Let me just update the score and say 40 for 1 because that looks out to me. Has he got inside edge? There's no inside edge. So if that's not out, then I will be shocked. Chanderpaul's about to go for 18. Who comes next? Oh, Django. I wonder how Sammy mash up his wrists. Who punched? Who did he punch a wall? Did he drape someone? Did he get into a fight? You only wear them type of things through one of those scenarios, you know. Chanderpaul better start walking. What's he waiting for? Might be too high. Yeah, umpire's cool. Gone. 40 for 1. Sajid strikes. Chanderpaul's got a goal. What do you make? 18? 17. Chanderpaul goes for 17. It's been a torrid return for Chanderpaul to the Test Arena. He ain't really got no runs. TC says she loves watching Tage. She best love watching him walk back to the dressing room, yes? Tage ain't giving us nothing, you know. What did he get in the first test? Less than 10, 35, 12. No, what did he get? 15. I think it was less than 10, 35, 15, 17. John Campbell's spot is secure. If Tage is injured, who replaces him? Kurt McKenzie. All right, Django comes out. Did you see that Vinny Jr. might go to Arsenal? Yeah. I presume in the first instance that he is using Arsenal as leverage to see how much Real Madrid are willing to give him. But if Real Madrid don't give him what he wants, then I could see how he ends up at Arsenal, yeah. Right, we're back on the way. So Sajid has already struck. West Indies have not got rid of the deficit before losing their first wicket. Django comes in at 3, which means Shea Hope is going to get about, 20 overs of rest before he has to bat, if that. Django back and slaps through cover for 4. And the deficit is gone. West Indies lead by 1. Back again. Django shouts in disgust at himself. I think he thought he should have put that one away. That was short and wide by Sajid. Probably should have been given the treatment, to be fair. Sajid in again. That's one straighter. Django defends on this in front of his stumps. No run. BT says Tage's 35 in the second innings was wonderful. Fair. There is radio comms. I can't remember what it's on. Somebody sent me the link, but I can't. Is it not on Windy's radio or something? Delta says 150 is enough for West Indies to defend. You sure? The only reason 150 would be enough. Sorry, 10 overs have been bowled, by the way. The only reason 150 would be enough is if Pakistan just implode for no particular reason. Usman continues to Hodge. Forward defends, no run. Ramo says, do you think our batters hit the ball directly to fielders often? I think they struggle, particularly to spin, I think they struggle with finding gaps, and then you definitely see it in limited overs cricket a lot. Oh, that one pushes Hodge back, defends it though off his stumps. No run. Bertie Don says he's done with Chanderpaul. Can't trust him or King. So what are you going to do next then? Bear in mind Campbell's also injured. So tell me the two openers you're going to find. You're going to say something like Cephas Cooper must open for West Indies. Allow me, I beg, allow me. Oh, pitches and turns away from Hodge, who's forward, gets nothing on it. I don't even know if it turned away, actually. Let me just look again. Massive revs. Yeah. Bounce and turn. Bounce and turn. Nothing Hodge can do about that. Long day. We're 1 for 1, basically. It's a long day ahead. Usman again into Hodge. This time he's forward and defends, no run. This fireball back on the screen, pouring ketchup on this ice cream thing. Sharp. Usman into Hodge, forward, defends, no run. Last ball of Usman's over. Oh, Hodge wants to try turn that into the onside. Nothing on it. End of the over. Was that a maiden? Yeah, that was a maiden. West Indies 44 for 1. We lead by 1. If you just joined us, tell a friend, TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. On comes the Trinidadian Dracula, otherwise known as Ralphie. Is it a hydration break? Hydration break. I'm going to take a hydration break as well then. How long have I already been chatting? I've already chatted for half an hour. Let me take a hydration break. 44 for 1, people. Let me go. By the time I come back, there needs to be 100 people in this thing. Let me take a quick hydration break. 44 for 1. We're back. We are back. The players and myself have had a hydration break. And we're soon good to go again. If you're just joining us, Brandon King is not the person who's out. He has got batty pain at the moment, so he can't bat. So Hodge and Chanderpaul opened. And Chanderpaul has departed for 17, LBW to Sajid. So at the moment, it's Hodge and Jangu batting. West Indies have got rid of the deficit from the first innings, but they've already lost a wicket. Wait, TC says, I hope he realizes he didn't mute. So wait, when I do be right back, I'm not even on mute. Jaja. Just as well I didn't poop. Right, let's run up the likes. Let's go into the thing. Let's run up the likes. Let's run up the shares. Let's run up the notifications. Let's run up the hypes. Let's do all of that. Subscriptions. Let's run those up as well. What the? Let's run up the numbers, people. All of the numbers. The players aren't even back from the drinks break. I'm still just chatting. Still waiting. They're just showing highlights of Warwick's 6 for. He took 6 for 112 in 46 overs. I rate that for Warwick because he didn't have a partner. Chase could only bowl 10 overs in the innings. So Hodge was basically his spin partner, and Hodge is as part-time goes. So basically, Warwick had to bowl and bowl and bowl. Hey, TC's got no I've got no technological understanding, but TC got no technological understanding. She worse than me. If you're doing the cricket draft thing, you've only got 100 million to spend. You know, you can't just spend as much money as you like. This girl probably trying to buy all the best players, get into about 9 players, and money done. Anyway, Sajid to continue. Jangu on strike. Oh, he beats him. He bowled him? I thought he bowled him. Bumba. I thought he bowled him, you know. Bounced and turned past. Jangu prodded forward in defence. Must have hit a crack. Went straight through to Wizra. It's cause Sajid ran off ready to celebrate like the old man at Guyana. This time Jangu does smother the ball, no run. Yeah, Joe Bob says, put some Utes on the cricket team. Yeah, actually, let me just go find the league. If you'd like to be part of our cricket draft CPL league, people, Jangu tucks that into on side for a quick single. Gets one. Yeah, so if you want to be part of our CCP cricket draft league, you have to be a patron, people. And then I send the link to you. And then you're in. I've already submitted my team. Let me go look at the league, actually. Let me see how many people have joined the CPL. The winner gets Caribbean Cricket Podcast merch of their choice. But obviously, if I win, then, well, you fart. Oi! That one turns into Hodge, but he tucks it into the onside. No run. Arav says, Sajid looking real dangerous here. Yeah, he's looking like a Bond villain. He's about to bowl us down. Yes. All right, let me get to this league. Sajid in again. Hodge back and cuts. And that looks like it might be 4. Is it slowed up? No, it's 4 runs for Hodge. Rehan says, what is the West Indies currency? My friend, you know there's bare of us in different nations in the Caribbean, you know. Oi! What's going on here? Sajid thinks every ball is a delivery. Are they going to review this? They're surely not reviewing that. Hodge put the stride in forward to defend, was beaten on the outside. Sajid thought he'd got him. No one else is interested. Is Sajid doing that thing where you just celebrate every single delivery, no matter what? There's absolutely nothing. Oh, his bat hitting the ground. Maybe that's what deceived him. TC says, send me your cricket draft team. Allow me. Sugar. So we've had 12 teams submitted so far. I just realized I haven't put my captain properly. I'm going to have to go back and I have to go to my squad. Yeah, so join the cricket draft, people. Let me send you the link. I think this is the link. Janku skips down the track and plays it down to long on for one. Catches the outside edge all along the carpet, though. No run. When it was pretty evident that it's a slow pitch, they should have selected Bishop in place of Roach. Yeah, good hindsight. Do you know what? I didn't even update the score. I didn't realize it'd gone to 50, you know. I forgot about that. I forgot about that 4. I don't even know how you set captain on this cricket draft thing. I have to go look. Next drinks break, I'm going to look at that. Hodge is on 22, by the way. Usman into Hodge. Back and just dabs that to the man at short leg. Yeah, these two are basically going to bowl spin for the rest. They're going to bowl spin for the rest of the day or until such a point that they bruck up their arm just twirling. But we could have, what? Back cuts. It's well fielded, though, at cover. Did he get one? He must have got one. Yeah, got one run there, Hodge. Probably should have put that away for 4, to be fair. How many overs break will Shea Hope get before he has to come out to bat? That is the question. He's only had 12 overs rest so far. Hope will be the next person to come. On the sweep, Jangu. But there is a man out there at backward square. So he'll only get 1. Let's try to get over 100 of you in the live, people. Run up the likes, run up the shares, run up the subscriptions. Caribbean Cricket Podcasts. Lots of imitators. No one as good as that pushes Hodge back, defends off his stumps, no run. One more ball. In fact, that was the end of the over. 12 over, 13 overs bowled. West Indies 52 for 1. Jangu 7, Hodge 23. Truth says, if you are playing cricket draft, remember to avoid Guyana Warriors and Barbados players in your initial draft. They do not have a match in game week 1. Try to stack up on Antiguan players. They have a double game week. That's actually good advice, to be fair. Next over, the Bond villain continues around the wicket to the left-handed Jangu. Jangu forward smothers the spin, no run. 82 people in the live. Speaking of which, actually. Sajid took the most wickets in the first innings, so you have to assume he's going to be in the game. Django defends that no run. You have to assume he's going to be in the game during this innings as well. The power of my poetry says the ball is gripping, boy. Django forward defends, no run. Verdi says, make a prediction for this test. I think Pakistan will win. That's my prediction. Sajid. Django well adjusted, just pushes that. There's no slip, so pushes it down to where there is no third man, so it has to be chased, and Django will come back for 2. I can't work out yet, because Sajid and Usman are much better bowlers than Warrican and Hodge, needless to say. I can't work out how many West Indies are going to need. But remember, it's worth pointing out, forward defence, it's worth pointing out that Pakistan did lose their last 8 wickets today for 121 runs, of which Warrican took 5 of them, I think. Yeah, because it was a run out, Joseph, Seals, and Warrican took the other 5. So it is what maybe, I don't know, but maybe 200's actually hard to get batting last on this, if West Indies can even get there. But I don't know. That's all speculation. Look at this question from TC. For those of you who are playing cricket draft, please someone help her. My girl said there's more than one draft. I want to me hate you. It's new over. Usman continues. Over the wicket to the right-handed Hodge, forward. Prods that pass, short leg, no run. Will Chase and Graves be able to bowl in the 4th innings? Chase will bowl about, what, no more than 12 overs? Graves, I doubt it. Serious fan says, give Pakistan 260 to Chase. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to give them that much. Forward defends Hodge, no run. How long have I been on? 42 minutes. When is this over? Hodge, uppish through in front of point or through cover 4. Did he get one there? No, no run. Forward defends, no run. That is it. That is it. Just pure spin overs. Allow me, Pakistan. You're doing too much. Usman in again. Hodge forward defends, no run. Convent says there's an hour and 40 minutes left of the day. Thank God. Oh, is it finishing at 10 o'clock today? I'm up. Off the stumps defends. End of the over. West Indies 54 for 1. 15 overs bowled, 54 for 1. And we lead by 11. Yeah. Bum Chum says, will Brandon King come out to bat tomorrow? I would assume so, especially if we're struggling. Rod says Hodge owes us a score. Did he get a score in the first test? Didn't he get 80 something? What did he get in the first test? Did he not get an 80 something? 83 or something like that? Oh, see, this one talking about this convent boy. He just said there's an hour and 45 minutes left. Fam, best not. Wee! That should have been put away there by Jangu. I think he nearly played that back onto his stumps off the back of his bat. I need to watch that one again. Sajid thought he was in the game there, but it was a rank bunger down the leg side. Jangu didn't get back to ball. Or if he did, it was a full stroke. Dre says, I'll come back to that in a minute. On the back foot and cuts, but there is protection there. Backward point, no run. Yeah, Chase he's got something's bust up on one of his fingers. I think he bowled 10 overs in total, which is why I'm saying, I said in the video I did before this test match, I said if Chase can't bowl, technically he shouldn't play. But whatever in it. Sajid in again to Jangu. Jangu back and pushes. Backward points in the game again. Or was that short third? No run. Did West Indies prepare the spin deck or did the rain ruin the pitch? I think the conditions on the first day definitely made it a bit more difficult to bat on day one than it should have been. But since the sun's got to the pitch, it seemed to flatten it out a bit. But I don't know, man. Oi, that bounces and turns away from the outside edge. No run. Yeah. Sajid is in the game. Every over is in the game. And we ain't scoring no runs. It's long for us right now. This Bond villain is trying to take us there. Back. This time does beat point and gets 4. 4 runs for Jangu. Alhamdulillah. Rayhan says Pakistani cricketers only play for their personal milestones. I'm not involved. Bumchub says Jangu should score at least 50 in this innings. His 200 was 6 innings ago. Yeah, but that's this West Indies we're talking about. Usman into Hodge. Defends, no run. Avi says Queen's Park is traditionally a spin-friendly wicket. Narine took 7 for 1 in a club game 2 years ago. Yeah, but he probably pelted that. So I don't know if you can use that as a reference point. Forward defends, no run. Machel, who is a Trini cricket stalwart, says the pitch is actually playing the same as the last 2 red ball games I've watched here. It's good for batting. It will turn, but it's not a rank turn. Exactly. It will reward good spin bowling, but it's not just going to rag and rip just because you can bowl spin. Usman, Hodge is full. Doesn't beat cover, no run. Oh, Machel, all this time I thought you were in Trinidad, you know. Machel is Jamaican. That is it. But I got the cricket stalwart part right. All this time I thought you were in Trinidad. My fault. Back. Pushed by Hodge. Fielded at point. No run. Run up the likes, shares, subscriptions. Patreon. Subscribe to Chase is padded up next. I didn't see Hope there. I need to go back to the balcony. Was Hope padded up? Give him some rest, yes? That's on the pads there by Usman, and Hodge is able to turn that into the mid-wicket region for 1. Uncle is hot boy. He's got the white rag out. Then there's some next Trini uncle next to him in a Pakistan top. Round the wicket to Django. Back. Fielded at short leg. Is that the end of the over? End of the over. West Indies 59 for 1. 1 off that over. We lead by 16. Who do you think will win? I don't know. $17 overs bowled. If you're wondering how we got to 59, it's because Sajid back in. Oh, that one bounces and it's high. Good bounce there, but Hodge negotiates it. It's because the Pacers bowled the first 8 or 9 overs. Is that nuts, man? Boy, he's holding a big sleep. Boy, Nutsman is swaying, boy. Down the pitch there by Hodge. Through the empty cover region. Muhammad Ali's going to have to run. That should be 2. 2 runs there. Was that, who was that on? Was that Nutsman swaying? Nutsman was dead for sleep there. Man was swaying with the money in his hand, boy. Who was watching on TV? Was that Nutsman or not? Back. Lots of turn there. Well fielded. Back of the square there. Should have got 1. Yeah, they get 1. Was that off the field in there? Shafiq's walking off the track. Was that off that ball he just fielded it backward? Yeah, it's gone right into the webbing of his hand right there. Must have bust it open. Yeah. Bust it open, yes. Joel Bailey giving away what's happening again. Yeah, bowl down. Sajid bowls down Django. I need to watch this one back again. I'm not sure. I need to see if there was anything that Django could have done about that one. I need to watch it again. Like he's done him all ends up, but I need to see how he's done him. Oh yes, but then what was Django trying to do though? It's a brilliant delivery, but was Django defending down the wrong line? Anyways, Django's gone for 13. I'm not convinced Django's played that well. It's still like obviously it's bounced and obviously it's bounced and turned. But Django's trying to play that. He's trying to defend that off his back foot on the wrong line of the delivery. So I think what have I done here? Have I just messed something up? I can't see any comments at the moment. 1 second, people. Boy, I don't know. I've just lost all the comments. I can't, for whatever reason, people, I can't see comments at the moment. What's going on here? I can see them on the big screen, but I can't see them. Let me see if I can read them here. I don't know, people. I can see the comments on the screen, but I can't see the comments behind the screen. So I don't know what I just done there. TC says karma's sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm back. CTC, you're too bad, mine. TC thought she'd got me. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So I'm trying to now find the comments. Orain says he was too full to be on the back foot. That's my point. Like, why was one, he played down the wrong line, but I don't think he should have been on the back foot to that ball. Anyways, Chase in front of Hope, which is sensible. I don't think you can ask Hope to field for however long he was out there as wicketkeeper and then tell him to come back ahead of Chase. So Chase comes in ahead, and Graves obviously has an injury as well. So I think he's protecting Hope due to fatigue and Graves because of injury. Who's this dunce now? Chase to the pitch to the ball and deposits that for 4 down the ground. Arav says, I understand cricket better than all of you. How old are you, Arav? Before I time you out, just tell me how old you are. How old are you, Arav? Let me know, please. Arav, how old are you? I'm waiting. I'm kidding, mate. I just predicted Chase in front. Yeah, but what do you mean you let me time him out. I put Arav in timeout. He needs to go and reflect. Right. Usman into Hodge. Pushed, no run. Fielded by Banana Brook says comment check. I don't know what that means. Defended by Hodge. Hodge has faced 59 balls now. How long is timeout? When you put someone in timeout, how long is that? So, Arav, if you're watching, you might be able to comment again at some point. Dhruv says, where did all the comments go? I don't know, man. Ever since I put someone on timeout, comments just disappeared. I don't know what's been going on. I think TC did something. I don't know what she did, but she did something. Something's obviously going on with YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Defended by Hodge. They'll run through for a quick single and they'll get away with it. Joel Bob says, I need to time myself out. I soon do that. Trigmaster says, what is a challenge in total set Pakistan? I don't know, because technically what? So today we've had 10 wickets. Where's my abacus? So 1 second. Do some quick maths here. We've had 10 wickets fall today for 189 runs. So, defended there by Chase. So, as much as Paula is saying, we don't need to rush this game, we're already ahead, we don't need to be rushing. We're not trying to rush. But as much as Paula says here, the surface isn't turning all that much. Yeah, but 10 wickets have fallen today for 189 runs. So, something's happening. Usman into Chase. Chase is back, pushes that to point, no run. Just a reminder for anybody who's listening to this, the whole point of a watch along, because sometimes I think people forget this, the whole point of a watch along is you match your watching to the stream, because some people who are watching here aren't ahead, if you see what I mean. So they go in tandem with wherever, either they just watch the watch along because they prefer the commentary. So my watch along is in tandem with what's on TV. If you're watching on like a dodgy stream, smothered by Hodge and Aram, if you're watching on a dodgy stream or you're watching live at the ground, you are ahead of everybody else, and that's not how watch alongs work. So the rules on watch alongs is if you give away what turned around the corner, fielded like I guess a short leg, no run. So if you give it away, you have to get timed out. Sweep by Hodge. Should get 4 there. Don't think there's anyone there. Yeah. Swept fine for 4. That was, I mean, it was wide. It should have been dealt with and was dealt with. Hodge moves to 32. West Indies lead by 28. Or you can be like Fireball, where you are ahead, but you don't actually, like, you're sensible in like, I can see that other people aren't, so let me not say anything till what I've seen has been registered. That is, of course, what a sensible person would do. Ooh, defended off the back foot there by Hodge. No run. Yeah, Michel's correct here. This is 2 teams where you don't know what to expect. You can't tell what score is good. Yeah, you just don't know. No one at the start of today. Again, Hodge slaps that, but this time there's cover deep backward square, so you'll just get 1. No one at the start of today. Remember, Pakistan started today on 266 for 2. They really should have scored over 400, and somehow they fumbled the bag and lost their last 8 wickets for 121 runs, right? So it's impossible to say this team is the favorite and this is what's going to happen, because anything's possible with these 2 teams. Last ball of the over, Chase defends that. End of the over, 5 off it. West Indies 72 for 2. The lead is 29. Kavem Hodges on 33. Having come in to open, if you didn't know, Brandon King is probably not going to bat today due to batty pain, some back spasm, batty pain or something. So he'll probably turn up tomorrow. Banana Brooks says 250 would be a good lead. I don't think we're going to set them 250. To be fair, I'm not convinced by that at all. For us to set 250, that means we have to score 300. Personally, I don't see us scoring 300 on this, but you never know. Full and tucked onto the onside for 1 by Hodge. Hodge looking relatively comfortable out there, though. Happy says, at this point, 200 is difficult to get. Oh, I think he means 200 for West Indies to get, which is fair. Defended by Chase, no run. Usman into Chase. Oh, yeah. They'll sneak a 1 there. Push past first slip on the bounce for 1. Sean says, I will be pissed if West Indies don't win this series. West Indies are too good for Pakistan to not win a series at home. If we were too good for Pakistan, how comes you haven't won a series against them in 26 years? Usman, Hodge on strike. He's on 34 from 68 balls. Oh, that one quickens up on him. Defends into the onside, no run. Trigmaster says, I need a Hope special innings. Hope's due to come in next. He's only had 20 overs of rest. So watch this space. Backs away. Doesn't beat point. No run. 1 ball left in this over. Fireball says he wants us to bat until tea tomorrow. Let's try to get to lunch first. Ois! Is that foot first? Is that foot first? Usman thinks that's close. He wants the review. Babar's not interested. I think that's sneaking down leg, personally. Babar's still crossing his arms. He don't want it. Usman demanded it from Babar. Is he going to take it? He takes it with 2 seconds to go. I thought that was sneaking down leg, but Usman was convinced that was out. It definitely hit the foot first, and that much is clear. Obviously, there's some of you in the comments right now probably giving it away, but I don't have comments open on purpose so that I can work this out. My always straightened, you know, that's out. I didn't realize it had straightened. That's out. Unless he's got bat on it, which he hasn't. Or is it clipping? I think it's out, but you never know. It might be clipping leg stump. I think it was given not out. 50% of me says it's out. 50% of me says it's clipping leg stump. And if it's clipping leg stump and umpire's call, then it's not out. It's got a long way to go, though. I think Hodge thinks he's out, you know. Yeah, the Pakistan backroom staff think that's out. Here we go. Oh, that's out. Yeah, gone. Gone. Spin takes another wicket. West Indies getting taken there. $74 for 3. K Singh said waste of a review. Well, that was a waste of a comment, K Singh, because you're wrong. Hodge has gone for 34. LBW Usman. Effectively, we are 31 for 3. Yes, effectively, we are. Like I said, everyone's saying it's not turning. That's now, let me go back to my sums. So that's now 7, 4, 3, 7. 111 wickets have fallen today for 195 runs. Like, this match is over tomorrow. At some point tomorrow, this match is over. So as much as people are saying to me, "Oh, it's not doing much," So Shea Hope, you got all of 20 overs of rest. Shea Hope must be tired of batting in this team. Never, ever gets a long rest. Just straight back out there. 20 overs, that's all he got. So Shea Hope got about an hour and 20 minutes rest. And he's back out there again. We have maybe an hour left of play. Right. How many more are we going to lose before the end of play today? That is the question. Chase on strike on his pad, so he's happy to tuck that into the onside for 1. Onique Finley says, end the stream. It's only an hour left, then I will end it. Over 100 of you in the watch along. If you're new, like, share, subscribe, all of that jazz. At this rate, West Indies need to somehow try and give Pakistan 150 to chase, because I don't think we're doing anything more than that. Chase back and pushes, no run. The next 2 batters is Brandon King, who's injured with batty pain, and Justin Graves, who's got a bit of a hamstring issue. So, boy, I don't know what we can do. We ideally need these 2 to survive till the close of play, but I don't think that's going to happen. Hope forward smothers the spin, no run. Dark Sage says, will West Indies management, I'll come back to that. Holt back, covers his stumps, defends, no run. Will West Indies management ask Justin Grace to bat more and bowl less, make him like Paul Collingwood so they get an extra batsman and less injury? He got his injury batting, he didn't get it bowling. Oh, Holt gets to the pitch of the ball there and wasn't fully convinced by that. Long on fields. Happy says no point stream tomorrow. Oi! Down to the right of short leg. Every over Sajid bowls is an event. Will you be watching CPL? I'll try. Remember, matches start at midnight UK time, and then the clocks change halfway through the tournament, and they start at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's long, and they're back-to-back days, you know. So it's actually hard. It's actually hard to watch CPL and manage the rest of your week. I'll do it all the while, like it's summer holidays. I'll do it, but I'm not sure about once it gets to September. I don't know about that. Oh, that was played late there by Hope. Waited on it, and in fairness, he was able to tuck it fine for 4. In fairness, it did drift onto his pads, but I just didn't like the look of it. I didn't drift onto his pads. It straightened up. Hope just negotiated it well. Went back and negotiated it. Spartan into Hope. Goes on the sweep. Doesn't connect with it properly. No run. Sean says Pakistan getting a spin-friendly pitch in the Caribbean is a disgrace. That's just normal settings. Normal settings. Oh, in fact, he didn't get bat on it. It was actually just on his pad, but it was well outside leg stump, so it didn't matter. Back in a portion of his bat, no run. Do we stand a chance against India in the upcoming ODI series? Come back to that. Hope smothers the spin, no run. Well, isn't there the Asia Games going on? So I think something about India's best players or main players will be at that. So in that sense, yeah, maybe we do. Tatara says, yo. Forward smothers the spin, no run. Sean says, are you still working at the school in September? I thought you gave you notice. I have, but I'm doing some consultancy stuff. Got to keep the lights on, you know. All the media stuff I do is freelance, and in this world, with the cost of living crisis, I'll say freelance. Is that the best way to describe it? Because some of it's owned by me. But whatever, the point is, in this world, in this cost of living crisis, you can't afford to depend on people that you have to invoice, because some companies have no manners, and you'll send them an invoice and they ain't wanting to pay that invoice for 3 months, and you're having to chase. So when I was looking at it and I was assessing the situation, I was like, you know what, I best just take a few, like, I'm super qualified in the education game, so I was like, I best just take a few gigs here and there, which I can do with my eyes closed, where I help out some schools with this and that. Not teaching, my teaching days are finished, but I help out some schools with this and that. So I just get some funds in to keep me ticking over in case. You got to have rainy day fund. What if your boiler busts up? Then what? So you have to be mindful of them things. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, Sagitt's continue chasing the strike. Quick single, and they'll get it. Tatara says, how much do you think West Indies need to make this innings to win? 250, but we're not going to get that. Defended. Power of My Poetry says West Indies need to bat out today. You think? We'll definitely bat out today, but I just don't know how many wickets we're going to lose in that process. There's about an hour left of the day, so we'll bat out the day. I'm not worried about that, but we might have lost bare wickets by that point. Hope to the pitch of the ball doesn't beat mid off, no run. Sajid into Hope on the pads, fielded at short leg, no run. Oh, forward Hope defends. Final ball of Sajid's over. Is that Abdullah Shafiq out there on the beyond the boundary rope? Hope to the pitch of the ball, drives wide-ish of mid-off, but there's no run there. End of the over. West Indies 81 for 3. They lead by 38. Chase is on 7. Hope is on 5. K Singh says West Indies just need 109 to set a lead of 190. Delta says Vital Laws and Zishamatan. Usman's continues, bowled 8 overs, 1 for 15. Oh! Chase plays that one a bit late, watches it onto his stumps, then defends. Oh, late to play that one. Thought nearly gone through him. Chase forward to the pitch of the ball through the covers. That might be 4 runs. Yes, well played there by Chase. 4 runs there. Elegance. Usman in again to chase. Back punches, fielded at cover, no run. Usman again to chase. Pushes down to long off for 1. Chase moves to 12. Hope is there on 5. Do we think that Shafiq's double was a fluke? Oh, Amir Jangu, sorry. Do we think Amir Jangu's double was a fluke, or he has the ability to make consistent runs at this level? Don't know. We have to give him time, though. He's earned the right to have time, is what I would say. Gaza Shah says, this is a good match. It is, to be fair. Oh, he pitches and turns away from Hope. No run. Could Abdul have batted better with this tail? Possibly. But right now, that 43-run lead that they got has been super valuable. Usman into Hope. Drives to long off for 1. Was that the end of the over? End of the over. West Indies 87 for 3. Hope is on 6. Chase is on 12. How long is left today? An hour, we reckon. Either a full hour or like 50 minutes. Lonesome says, I think that 30-odd run lead for Pakistan could be a match-winning one. Possibly, yeah. Or it was a 43-run lead, to be precise. Power of My Poetry says, the way West Indies are batting today, it's hard to say what a comfortable score is yet. We just don't know. But what we do know is they don't have it yet. Sajid, oh, it's gone high in the air. And gone. Now, Holt's reviewed it. Umpire said out. Baba caught it. Now, when Baba turned round like he didn't think it was out. The Pakistani celebrations weren't that vociferous. Umpire gave it out. It's bounced off the pad for sure, but did it catch glove or bat as well? That was a weird one because no one really celebrated other than Sajid. What on earth? What? Hold on. What on earth was that? Wait. Did the umpire give that out? What? No, demote the umpire for that. What on earth? How are you gonna give that out? So what did the umpire see? Because Baba, it was interesting because when Baba took the catch, he knew for certain it wasn't out. His reaction gave it away that didn't come off bat. Drag the umpire off the field. How are you giving that out? What did the umpire see? Anyways, we continue. Holt back and fielded on his follow through by Javed Khan, sorry. Unless, okay, let's give the umpire the benefit of the doubt. Holt defends that. Let's give the umpire the benefit of the doubt, and maybe the umpire was like, how else would that have ballooned if it didn't come off something? Maybe that's what the umpire was thinking. Oi! Beats the outside edge. Hope had his stumps covered, but still skittled along the ground, that one. Oh, that was a little grubber, you know. If that was straight, it was curtains for Hope. Pitch looks like he's doing a madness. Starting to see some variable bounce. That was a straight grubber. Anyway, Sajid continue. Hope gets to the pitch of the ball. Last ball of the over. Long on will field. Hope keeps the strike. And 88 for 3 at the end of the over. The only way for West Indies now is a Shamar Joseph type innings. We haven't reached that stage yet. Onique says, if we can make it to 180, we can win it, but we have to bat time. Okay. So 180, do you mean 180 lead, or do you mean we need to get 180? Covers his stumps, no run. So how many overs can spinners bowl in a row before they're tired? Because it looks like Pakistan intend to bowl Usman again. Hope back pushes. No run. It looks like they intend to bowl Usman and Sajid to the very end of the day. But by the end of the day, they would have bowled, what, like 20 overs each or something. Oh, that hit him right on the knee. Clarted his knee. But he might have had pads on. Yeah, it did. Usman again into Hope. Smothers the spin. No run. Will Graves and King bat tomorrow? They might bat today. The next batter should be Graves. They're gonna. I think you can't. Someone who's got batty pain needs the whole day before they can come out to bat. So I'd imagine that Graves will bat today if one of these two gets out. We're not close enough to the end of the day's play to send a night watchman, which would be Roach, obviously. And because the spinners are bowling, enough overs left in the day. I need a drinks break so I can go toilet. Usman to Hope. Gets to the pitch of the ball through covers for 1. One more ball left of Usman's over. Chase on strike. Hope is on 8. Chase is on 12. Yeah, so they've just said that that King will not bat today. Oi! Where's he gone? What on earth? So this time the umpire doesn't give it out, but everybody went up for that one. I didn't think Chase got bat on that one. Reviewed. Everyone thought that was out except the umpire. I thought Chase had missed it, but it went directly in front of the stumps. Or sorry, it looks like it went on a 4-stump line. Chase tentatively prodded at it. Everyone thinks he's nicked it through to Rizwan. Rizwan definitely thought it was out. Chase's bat was away from his body, so they must have heard something for them to all go up. Let's see now. Was it away from his body? I thought it was on real. Oh, there's a nick there. There's a sound. Oh, no, hold on. No, actually, is there anything there? We'll soon see. There's nothing there. Blood clot teeth. No, boo that one. That's a blood clot teeth. What's that? Nah, Pakistan trying to teeth out the ting now. What's going on? Try win this one properly. So what on earth did they hear? Because it wasn't like the bat didn't brush against nothing. So they was a teeth. They were just trying to teeth. Anyways, 89 for 3. The lead is 46. Banana Brooks says Sajid Khan's highest number of overs bowled in a single test innings is 57 overs, which he bowled against Australia in Karachi. Interesting. What a shame West Indies didn't play 2 specialist spinners. They read the pitch wrong, or Roston said he could bowl, and he actually couldn't bowl. TC needs to wash out her mouth. Rod says these guys need to fake cramps every now and again. Yep. Like, share, subscribe. I don't know how many likes there's been on this watch along, but if you haven't pressed like, please press like. It helps the algorithm. Definitely helps the algorithm. So, yeah, press like, people. Was that a drinks break? Sugar? Did I? Fam, I didn't realize it was a drinks break. Or is it a drinks break? That was my chance to disappear, and I didn't realize it was a drinks break. Fam. It is a drinks break. I'm going to go get a drink. Hold on, people. I'm going for a drink. This time I'll actually mute myself as well. Going for a drinks break, people. Join me on the other side. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. See, this time I actually muted myself. That's why no one heard anything. Right, Hope drives that for 1. We're back from the they've been back for the drinks bait for about 3 balls, but I was doing something else. So I think Muhammad Ali is on to bowl. So they've don't know which of the spinners has come off for now, but it looks like they want to give them a bit of a break. Let me go to the comments, see what people are saying. Ali into Chase. Chase defense. Yeah, which spinner are they resting? Well, we'll soon see, because it could be either one of them, depending on who's bowling at the other end. Sorry. Who's that question to? Dark Sage. That must be to TC. It could never be to me. Ali into Chase. Oi, Chase goes on the extravagant drive, beaten on the inside edge. End of the over. West Indies 90 for 3. Rank the current lineup on their ability to play spin. Well, the best 2 players of spin in the team are currently batting now, is the answer to that question. Right, so Muhammad Ali replaced Sajid. Usman will continue. He's bowled 10 overs, 1 for 22. We needed an extra spinner. This wasn't a 3 paces pitch. Yeah. Yeah, basically. I just think that they didn't take a bold enough decision on Chase. That's the reality here. Usman, Hope on strike. Oi! Oi! That pitches on what? Leg and turns hip height on off? Let me look at that again. No, pitches on middle and then bounces over off. Nothing Hope can really do about that one. It's a madman delivery. Even the umpire was going, oh my gosh. Oi! Backs away, Hope defends no one. Yes, Ramo, Chase made the highest score, but my point, and I said it in the video before, oi, that one beat Hope all ends up in. I've just seen the replay of it. I'll come back to Ramo's point in a minute. Forwards, Hope. Protection at cover, but they were able to run through for 1. Now, yes, Chase scored 70, but if Chase was playing in this match as a specialist batter, then you have to replace a batter. You can't have a specialist batting captain at number 7 if they're not fit enough to bowl, and we needed a second spinner. So that's why I said in the video before the test match, if Chase isn't fit enough to bowl, you have to make a difficult decision. Oi! Chase gets down and wants to sweep that. It goes nowhere but straight in front of him. Usman was in the game there. Lonesome says, get the lead to 120, 140 and West Indies win this. Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying, okay. Yeah, toe of the bat from Chase there. Then trickles into his pad. Last ball of the over. No run there. End of the over. West Indies 91 for 3. Fireball says Warwickon and Inshallah isn't enough. Yeah, simple. Muhammad Ali will continue. So Sajid probably is going to rest until what 15 more minutes and then bowl the last half hour non-stop. So Ali, who got Hope in the first innings, Hope is on strike to him with an in swinger, or Hope plays inside the line, no run. Akash says before stumps, Pakistan will take 2 more wickets at least. King will bat tomorrow. I presume they'll give him some paid meds and he'll bat tomorrow, but he's not batting for today. One of the advantages of Trinidad, Brennan, is that there are 2 international cricket grounds in Trinidad, and Cricket West Indies are actively trying to cut costs because we lose money. Defended by Hope, no run. Davon says, I think Graves would have been effective had he not got hurt. Don't know. Hindsight, who knows? Ali into Hope, third ball of the over. Hope tucks it into the onside for 1. They should get 2, in fact. They'll get 2. All in One says, what is a safe target? A safe target is 200. Safe. I don't know if it's safe, but I'll call it safe. A safe target is 250. I don't think we're setting anything like 250. Ali into Hope. Left, well, again, back held inside the line. No run. How do you review Hope's return to Test cricket in recent years? Do you think his return should have happened sooner? It's a combination of different factors. Hope himself will say that it wasn't as straightforward as somebody just call Shai Hope up and he'll play Test matches. I think it could have been handled better. I think we possibly could have seen him earlier. But West Indies cricket is West Indies cricket. Nothing is ever straightforward. But since his return, he's basically been. Some will say Graves, but Hope has basically been our best batter. For me, anyways. That one beats him all ends up. Goes on the drive. Beaten. Is it fair to say we should have perhaps scored more in the first innings? I think there was a few soft dismissals. Yeah, Hope shouldn't have been driving that. I'm not sure what he was doing there. That's not similar to how he got out. If that had had a bit more in swing, he would have been out. But anyways. I think there was a few soft dismissals. Shandapur springs to mind. Jangu springs to mind. But at the same time, I actually think because of the rain, we batted in worse conditions. I know we chose to bat, but I think the weather conditions meant that we actually batted in worse conditions than Pakistan. But I don't know. And again, that one beats him on the outside edge, or he plays inside the line. End of the over, 93 for 3. Bertie says, were you on dinner date a few years back? Yes, I was. It was about, how long ago was it now? 11 years? 11 years? Might have been 12. 11 or 12 years ago. Yeah, I was on dinner date. That was fun. Have you seen the episode? It's funny as hell, you know. Dan says, unless Chase and Hope put on 100 partnership, it's game over. Not necessarily, but I hear you. Yeah, when Campbell's fit, he walks straight back into the team. That's correct. Chase smothers the spin. Usman continues. Chase smothers that. No run. Pops up into the onside. They'll run through for a quick single. Chase moves to 13. Hope is on 12. Yeah, Shafiq was a great innings. Nothing more. Nothing more needs to be said. He's the only person who's looked. Babar did as well, but Shafiq, as the 160 suggests, is the only person who's looked actually comfortable on this deck. So he did his job. Well done to Shafiq. Hope forward defends Nora. Who do you think will win the India-Sri Lanka's Test series? Where's it being played? I don't even know. Adrian says, can someone clip the dinner date episode for us non-UK people to see? It's usually on UK TV like once a year, sometimes twice a year. Back in the heyday when it first came out, it used to be on TV all the time because I'm funny, and the episode is funny. Like, it's genuinely funny. Chase plays that back to Usman. Bit of a dead period of the game here at the moment. Sajid, I know Usman's got a wicket, but Sajid has looked like the most dangerous bowler on both teams, to be fair, across both teams. But as long as they're building pressure, Pakistan won't care. Chase forward, fielded at shortstop there, no run. Is the episode called Patrick? What? No. What are you talking about? It's season 4 episode. It's season 4 episode. I want to say 14, 24, episode 24. Can't remember. Oh, tired out here. How long's left? 30 minutes, I hope. West Indian batters should have looked to attack Sajid out of the attack. You think is that easy? Relax, man. Let me try find something. One sec. They're just showing Fireball's workplace on the screen. Defended by Holt. Start of a new over Muhammad Ali, no run. Who are West Indies playing next summer in tests? I don't know, because don't we need a new... Isn't the FTP done? Doesn't has the new FTP come out yet? I don't think it has. So I don't know. Muhammad Ali into Hope, defended, no run. Let me go look and see if I can find the 2027 to 29 FTP. I'm sure someone sent it to me once upon a time, but I can't remember. Ali in again to Holt. Remember, he dismissed him. He dismissed him in the first innings. Oi! Inducts on Hope again, beats him for pace. Yeah, the Future Tours program isn't out yet. Obviously, there's rumors about who's playing who and when, but it's not officially out. So Joel says India are supposed to tour the Caribbean, which would make sense. I don't think they've toured since they did a white ball tour in 24, I think 2024. Their last test tour, I'll come back to that in a minute. Defended by Hope. No run. Their last test tour was 20. Was it 2019? When was the last time India toured us for tests? No, we had something after. Was it 2021? Kurt McKenzie played in it, so it must have been 2021. Was it 2023? 2023. Yeah, so India haven't toured West Indies for a test series in 4 years. So it would make sense that India are coming. Zero interest in that. Because we can't compete against India, generally speaking, I literally have zero interest in India games. Like, obviously we'll play the white ball tour in a bit and I will watch them, but India versus England, India versus West Indies in a test match, zero interest. Like, I would prefer if India just gave us the money and just effed off. And I like zero interest in watching those series. Right, last ball of Ali's over to Hope. Defended, no run. End of the over. It was a maiden. It's a maiden. I didn't even add the runs from the previous over. Like I say, it's a bit of a stale part of the game here, but we shouldn't be unhappy with that. I would take stale all the way to the close of play. I think there's half an hour to go. An hour? Stacey Ann's saying possibly an hour to go. Don't say that. Surely the close of play is 10:30 or 5:30 Trinidad time. Anonymous says a target of 200 is going to be really challenging for Pakistan. Fam, let's try even get to 150 and then we can talk again. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. How many likes? Does anyone know how many likes there's been? New over. Usman to chase. Forward defends. No run. I need to go eat some ice cream to run up my pressure. Usman in to chase. Forward defends. No run. What's happening tomorrow? I think I've got a massage tomorrow, you know. I think I've got a massage booked at 2 o'clock. Listen, people. So yesterday I went for a pedicure. Hey, my feet are nice, you know. I could do a CCP OnlyFans show, which is just me showing my feet, and I'd get pure money if I called it if I called it CCP foot fetish. I reckon I'd get pure super chats. My feet are clean. Listen, men, you've got to go for pedicures. You have to look after your feet. You're on them all day. I go for a pedicure once a month, minimum once a month. You best believe I make them put nail protector on the nails as well. What? You best believe they need to put that nail protector on. Clear, of course. I look after my feet still. They get that scrubber thing, take off all that dead skin. I'm outside, you know. 96 for free, by the way. Usman into Hope. No run. When I start talking this type of slackness, I've had enough of the cricket. I just want the close of play to come. Press like, share, subscribe. Last ball of the over. Hope is forward, pushes that to cover. No run, end of the over. 96 for free. This is why they could never put me on West Indies commentary on like TV, because I'd start getting bored and just talking about madness. Bish just be looking at me like I need Jesus. So let me just carry on with my watchalongs. Yeah, because it's DIY at CCP. I was about to tell you a piece of bad boy information, but true say the person told me not to say anything. So let me just be quiet. Massages in America are $120 for an hour. Over here, it's about, depending on who you go to. So my person charges, I think it's about £70. What's £70 in US dollars? That's probably about 120. Oh, it's like 100 probably. Ali into chase. Pushed. And they'll run a quick single. They might even get two there. No, they'll just run one. Who said there's... Anonymous says, I'm not paying for that shit. You're not paying for a massage. So how do you get out the crinks in your back and in your body? How do you know? How do you know when your body's all mash up? So how do you get everything sorted out? So you lot just walking around with that's why do you think Brandon King's got batty pain right now? Because he's not paying for massages. If Brandon King had paid for a massage or asked the massage therapist to sort him out, if West Indies even have one, you think he'd have batty pain right now? Listen, I look after my feet and I look after my body. Pushed by Hope. Backward point there. Who'll get one? Here in PH, it's just $10. Where's PH? The only PH I know is Philippines. Is PH Philippines. Are you getting a happy ending for that $10 as well? Yeah, he needs peanut punch for real, you know. I don't even like peanut punch, but defended by Chase, no run. Yeah, the attendance on day one was very, very good. Yeah. Since then, it's just been work days, so it's been what you would expect at Queen's Park Oval on a work day for the what day are we on? Tuesday, for the Monday and the Tuesday. What now for Shandapur and Hodge? Shandapur will get dropped as soon as John Campbell's back. Defensive push prod by Chase, fielded at Third slip, no run. Boy, so the same price that TC and I have to pay for an ordinary massage, you're paying. So gaming, Assad Gaming is paying $80 Is that US dollars for a massage and a happy ending? I ain't paying $80 for no happy ending. What? I've got 1.4 million gal. I don't need to pay for happy ending. 2 balls left to go at this over. Ali into chase. Outside of stump, left alone, no run. All in one says, what is a happy ending? Boy, you best go into Google and look that up. I can't help you with that one. Arts TC, she knows about it. Arts Errol as well. Mas Errol, he knows all about them things. You need to ask them. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus still, so I'm good. I'm going church still on Sunday, so I'm all right. The rest of you lot need the rest of you lot either need God in whichever religion, or you need Jesus or something. Muhammad Ali into chase, defensive prod, no run. End of the over, 98 for 3. Which Caribbean island do you live? I was born in Jamaica. I now live in London. When's the last time? Oh, boy. Could West Indies play a home test in England? Would it draw a decent crowd? Yes, I think it would actually, but not necessarily just because West Indians would turn up. I think English fans would turn up as well and support West Indies. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. How many likes? Is Fireball around? How many likes is there in this watch log? 2 hours I've been talking, defended by Hope No Run. $64 likes. Now, you lot are stingy. I've been out here doing Joey Styles ECW pay-per-view for 2 hours. 64 likes. Oh, bounce and turns away from Hope No Run. Yeah, adjust your gloves, Hope, like nothing happened, because we got to keep moving, we got to keep pushing, we got to keep grinding. Down the leg side, no run. When does this day end? Because people are talking about 1 hour left of play. I ain't got the patience for 1 hour. Surely this ends at 5:30. The spinners have bowled pure overs. Surely end this. Hope defends, no run. $11 overs left. Oh, 11 overs. Yeah, 5:30 is when it ended all the other days, right? So, oi! Bumbart. That one just pitches and bounces on Hope. Hope didn't read that bounce at all. Might have gone off a crack and just pops out into the offside, gets away with it. We move. Yeah, that's just hit a divot and turned away off the gloves. There's no silly point there, so Hope gets away with it. Not even sure if this silly point could have caught that. Oh, Hope tucks up one onto the leg side. They'll get one. And that's the end of the over. Hope keeps the strike. All right, TC, which part of Jamaica are you from? Because I swear you're some stush. Aren't you some stush uptown girl yourself? Know about these stush girls, you know. Me hate you. I think Chase and Shea can take the West Indies to about 150 run lead. I'm not taking much risk from both of them. Yeah, but also because of the wicket, there could be a ball with your name on it just cause like that ball 2 balls ago from Usman. Like, Hope's lucky there was no one there to catch that. Anyway, Sajid is back. Hope to the pitch of the ball. Sajid feels on the follow through. Sajid into Hope again. Hope covers his stumps, smothers it. No run. Yeah, Machel TV. I've got so much stuff to sort out this summer. It's on my list. There's so many things I've got to sort out. The problem is basically CCP and everything I do is just me, you know. One person doing everything is long. These times I'm trying to go gym every day. I'm trying to become a marga man. I've got too many things to do. Oh, that looks out. Yeah, it's out. It's kept low and it's done him. It's kept low. Hope nearly did the splits on that one. Is he going to review it? He can't review it. Yeah, there's nothing Hope could have done about that. I'm sure somebody can say he could have done this, he could have done that, but at the end of the day, it's just scooted along the ground. I need to watch it again, but it looks like it scooted on straight. Let me look at this again. Yeah, it didn't even get up. It didn't even get up. There's Hope's just caught plumb in front. I'm giving that one to Sajid. I'm not sure what Hope could have done about that. That's just scooted along the ground. It on the surface you'll go Hope got 15, but in fact, who was the person I was just talking to? Where's that comment? Where was it? Here we go. It was you, no time to waste. Was I not just saying literally 5 minutes ago, there's a ball with your name on it on this surface, and I don't know if it's as simple as don't take any risks. Hope just got exactly what I was talking about. That ball scooted along the ground. There was nothing he could have done about that. So it's done, isn't it? Drew says playing on back foot not ideal. Yes, but it scooted along the ground. You can't, as much we can poke technical flaws in how he played it, but it scooted along the ground. When a ball scoots along the ground, you just have to say, you know what? What am I supposed to do? Who's out now? Seals? Yeah, he's out. Oh, is that a buy? We'll take it. All right, Sajid and Seals already starting to cuss one another. Chase gets that one, drives it down the ground for one. Yeah, so Marley just said on comms, why not Roach? I would have sent Roach as well, but maybe Roach's ability to dead bat they want to protect for tomorrow, which I can understand. At this point, I'm wondering if 150 lead might be competitive, you know. TC says she's from Garrison. You ain't from no Garrison. Oh, back onto Chase. Chase defends late. No run. Let me just do. So 222 runs have been scored today. Total 12 wickets have fallen. Yeah, I think we can start to say that the pitch is pitching. Smiling again. Oh, thought nearly got through him. Chase forward and defends. No run. $13 left in the day. 9 overs remaining, but the shadows are lengthening. So I don't know. They're not going to bowl 9 overs, even with spinners. Defended by Chase. No run. They're trying to protect Graves and King for tomorrow, but a reminder people that King has batty pain. So we don't know. We don't even know if King is going to be able to bat tomorrow. We hope that with an overnight rest and some meds and some kind of physiotherapy that he can overcome the batty spasms and bat. But we don't know. Pushed by Chase into the offside for no run. What target is a safe target? 220. And we ain't getting that. Oh, Chase defense, end of the over. To be fair, that's the right thing to do, Chase, because now give Seals the next 6 overs and tell him to defend, if he can. Cavell says he's watching from Grenada. Big up. Big up to Cavell. Graves will definitely bat. They're just protecting him, which is the right thing to do at this stage of the day. Like, share, subscribe, people. Hit the notification bell, etc. Sajid in again. Oh, gone. Gone. Seals pushes forward and nicks us straight to slip. So that didn't last very long. Seals goes. Sajid gets another one. 3 for 22. Is Seals going to use a review? No, yeah. You have to send Roach. You have to send. I might even send Warrican instead of Roach, because Roach at least can dead bat. So I might send Warrican and say, boy, go try a ting. I was LBW. I thought it was caught, you know. Was he out in 2 different ways there? I thought he'd gone off the bat to slip, but he's actually been given LBW. This is why Roach should have been sent. To me, it's irrelevant. Like, the point is you're trying to protect one of the main batters. It's irrelevant which bowler then gets out. So who's coming to bat? Graves. So it is Graves. Okay. Yeah, we're fucked. Oh, sorry. We're cooked out here. We're cooked because Graves looks like he's about 70% fit. But then Graves fielded for pretty much most of the Pakistan innings. So I presume he can't run. Oh, but I don't know. They just need to. Floodlights are on. They need the umpires to save them here. So it's 4 for 32 for Sajid, not 3 for 32. Just took a wicket. Defended by Graves, no run. Can we throw Providence and Queen's Park Oval curators in jail? Forward Graves and defends, no run. Smothers the spin. So Roach is padded up next to protect King. I mean, there's basically no one left in it. These two have to get through to the close of play. And then we just reassess for the next day. But this match is over by tea time tomorrow, I reckon. Defended by Graves, no run. Defend tucked to the mid-wicket region, no run. Oh, Shamar Joseph's still there. Forgot about him. But anyways, the point is, at most, I think we can set Pakistan 120. 120 might be difficult, you know. Even with only one spinner, 120 might be difficult. Yeah, I was going to email you after today's play. I spoke to my mum and dad, and they confirmed everything that you said. Even more funny was I spoke to my brother because I put what you'd said. I put into the family group chat, one run for Chaser. I put what you said into the family group chat because my brother went to Mona Prep, and he was like, "Yeah, there were pure of them." My brother said there was at least 5 of you that came through Mona Prep. He said some were younger than him, some were older. So yeah. One spinner was a bad read on this pitch. Yeah, but the moving day has been today. It wasn't yesterday. Remember, we made 300 and something against their 2 spinners. The one spinner is a bad read now. It wasn't a bad read earlier, if you see what I mean. Sometimes you have to not do the revisionism aspect. Yeah, my brother is... How old's my brother? I'll come back to them in a minute. Let me try and remember. Grace Ford defends. How old's my brother? 35? Is he 35? I want to say my brother's 35. Defends, no run. Jem says, who preps a spin pitch with one spinner? You're acting like the curators know what they're doing, full stop. I'm not even sure curators, like, yeah. Defends Graves, no run. Yeah, King will bat tomorrow. But he won't make many runs. Tucks onto the onside. They'll come through for one. So that's the other thing. Because Graves can't run, where there's twos, it'll only be ones. Lonesome says, match going into the 5th day and people still be scolding the creators. What do you mean 5th day? Tomorrow's the 4th day. Defended by Graves, no run. Just get the young Jamaican in at this point. No. No. Sorry. Hussein don't want to play tests, much less can't play tests. Aerial into the mid-wicket region. Graves gets away with it. No run. Only one partnership of 100 plus needed. By who? Us. You're lucky if we score another 50 runs, much less a partnership of 100 runs. No shot played, sir. Yeah, he's running quick because he knows time's running out. You best run quick if you want another over in. Someone go down and say they've got cramp. Why is Graves not pretending to be injured? We don't want another over. Allow us. After this ball, Graves needs to just take his pad off and call out the physio. We don't want any... this has to be the last over. Sajid into Graves. Defended. Now collapse on the ground, Graves. We don't want no more overs today. Umpire. One more blasted over to blouse and skirt. Delta says, I'm watching you instead of live match because of load shedding. Thank you, Trump, for destabilizing the world. Load shedding? Sorry. You're shedding your load. Sorry. Pardon me. Right, last over of the day. Must be Usman, and Chase will take it. Just survive. Defends the first ball, no run. Yeah, I know he means power cuts, but I just run in joke, innit? Graves has got a thigh injury from batting in the first innings. Right, Usman to Chase. Oi! Hits him on the back pad, but that's going down leg, no run. Shea Hope needs to play it. Fam. Hey, Chase punches that. It's well fielded. Cover protection. No run. 3 balls left in the day. Pakistan well on top here. This match ends tomorrow. How long have I been on this thing? 2 hours and 30 minutes. Chase on the drive. Fielded at cover protection again. Two balls left in the day. Make sure you like on the way out, you know. Like. What the blood? Like the video. Like the watch along. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All of that stuff. Oh, oh my God, he's giving it away. He just played it back, just pad it straight. Oh my God. Today, there has been 224 runs scored in the day and 14 wickets have fallen. Yuck. Yuck. Down bad, horrendous, yuck. All we've got left, West Indies end the day on 103 for 6. We lead by 60. And all we've got left is Graves, who's got a thigh strain, Brandon King, who's got batty pain, Shamar Joseph, Jamel Warrican, and Kimar Roach. This game ends tomorrow, possibly even by lunchtime. Probably halfway through the second session. West Indies can't win this test, but there is an outside... West Indies have a 20% chance of winning this test. And the only way they can win it is to somehow, I don't know how, find another 90 runs from somewhere, set Pakistan 150, and I could see how Pakistan would shit down themselves and not make 150. But this game's pretty much done. We're going to draw the series. But you know what? Before the summer, if you had offered me 1-0 versus Sri Lanka and 1-1 versus Pakistan. I think I might have taken that. I think I might have taken it. But anyways, listen, people. We'll be back tomorrow. I didn't even change the score. Roston Chase's dismissal, it took me to the upside down world. I couldn't believe what I just saw. I couldn't believe my man. 2 days left, 2 balls left to go, you know, and said, let me just offer up a caught and bowled. Let me just offer that up because why not? And now look. Let's just go through the dismissals. I can't even remember that. I can't even remember what happened. 14 wickets in the day, you know, for a total of 224 runs. Yuck. Yuck. Right, so how did Chanderpaul get out again? I don't even remember the dismissals. All of a sudden now, everybody wants to jump into the watch-along. These times, we got nothing happy to talk about. I can't... Let me look through these highlights to remind myself how people got out. At one point, we were 41 for none, you know. Trying to remember, who got Chanderpaul out? Must have been Javed. Yeah, so Sajid... I keep saying Javed. Do you know why? Because there's a UK politician called Sajid Javed. Sajid Khan, Anyways, Sajid bowled down Chanderpaul. Who came in after Chanderpaul? Can't even remember. Trying to remember how everyone... Jangu, that's it. How did Jangu get out? Jangu was out LBW. Yeah, playing some false shot. No, he got bowled down, actually. Jangu got bowled down. Hodge then got LBW as well, I think. I think Hodge was LBW to Usman. And then Hope got one which just scooted along the ground. Again, Sajid. That was 4. Then Seals nicked off. No, he got LBW as well. Wicket to wicket, Sajid. And then Chase just popped up a caught and bowled to Usman. 12 of the 14 wickets that have been bowled today have fallen to spin. 224 runs in a day, 14 wickets to fall. I'll be Machel St. Patrick here at 1/2 the Caribbean Cricket Podcast. I'll be back tomorrow in some capacity. I've seen worse than this, and I shall see worse in the future. We just have to rally. For all we know, Justin Graves with his thigh strain and Brandon King with his batty pain. For all we know, those two could do something tomorrow. So we just have to keep rallying. The 2 injured men might do something that we don't expect. So we just have to rally and hope they can do something and try a little thing tomorrow. Because if, and it's a big if we can get, I don't know how we get them, but if we can set Pakistan 150 to win, we win. But where we get 90 runs from, I have no idea. Listen, people, I'll see you tomorrow. Session 1. No, hold on. I've got a massage at 2 o'clock. By the time I come out of that massage tomorrow, the game might be done, you know. I got a massage at 2 o'clock. Okay, so by the time I get home, it'll probably be 4 o'clock. So that'll be 1 hour into play. So I'll log on at 4 o'clock UK time tomorrow. And the game might already be done by then, for all I know. D Major says you should have played Bishop. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Because West Indian fans, you lot get on my nerves. Sajid and Usman are better bowlers than Warrican and Bishop. And I just need to remind you lot, right? This game wasn't lost in the first innings. We made 344 against the same Sajid and Usman. The game is key now. So when people say, oh, should have played Bishop, yeah, but the wickets have all fallen today. Today. It weren't happening day 1 and day 2. It's happened today. So sometimes when I look at this stuff, that doesn't mean, see, no, stop this. Bishop is a better player than Warrican. Stop this. Warwican, whether you lot like it or not, Warwican's proven at the international level. Bishop's proven at the first class level. Warwican took 6 for 112 in 46 overs today, you know. What you mean to say is Bishop, if you've got anything to say about Bishop, it's maybe he should have played as well and a pacer should have been dropped. But even then, it's a hindsight thing. Now, let me log off before I start. You don't want to get me vexed. It's too late in the day. Let me log off. Let me log off, because it's all right to praise Warwican, you know. The man got 6 for 112. It's all right to praise him. Let me log off, people. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow.
West Indies Cricket, Caribbean Cricket Podcast. West Indies Cricket, Caribbean Cricket Podcast.